Octopath Traveler is currently one of my favourite JRPGs of all time, alongside Persona 5, Persona 4, Persona 3 and Pokemon Emerald. But the reason why I like this game so much is not just because of the well-made game mechanics, but the soundtrack. Yasunori Nishiki has to be one of my favourite Japanese composers, simply because of his work on this game. The build-ups present in many of the tracks, especially the battle themes and the linking passages, are created with such finesse, using interesting rhythms, modulations and some great orchestration. Octopath Traveler has many different tracks that play before an important battle for each character. These tracks had to be kept very simple so that the battle theme could cut through the middle of the track. An example of this is in Ulberic's For Redemption. The piece is in D minor and uses very simple triadic chords that sometimes omit the third. The omission of the third in the first D chord creates an uncertain mood that is quickly corrected by the F minor chord. This makes the F minor chord seem very important and powerful. This dramaticism is added to by the proximity of the notes in the chord and the added A flat to create an even darker mood. The E minor chord is used to slowly move back down to the D chord, due to the need to maintain simplicity. The linking passage I have shown here is what Nishiki used to move from the key of D minor in For Redemption to the key of G minor, the key of the battle themes. This section is particularly interesting because of how he moves between the two keys. Instead of modulating to G minor, he creates more tension with the unpredictable variation of rhythms and a quick rise in pitch, which serves as a good link simply because it makes the sudden key change seem exciting. To show you what I mean, I will play a clip here with the score. Yasunori Nishiki uses a different method for key change in Cyrus's For Truth, with particular usage of out-of-key notes. The track is in D flat major, which makes the key change even more difficult to make, especially when he doesn't modulate it at all. All he does is change up the rhythms to build tension and add two out-of-key notes. He uses the B natural, which goes against the first flat in the key signature, and D natural, which is the sharpened tonic. You really can't get any further from a key center than by shifting the tonic by a semitone. And so these two powerfully dissonant notes create a tonal ambiguity that is timed perfectly to forcefully push the piece into the new key center of G minor in the battle theme. However, the key change is not the only interesting part of this linking passage. The change in time signature and tempo is handled masterfully by the use of interesting rhythms, and the beats are made to match up evenly with the next section, despite it being in 4/4. In Tresses for Treasure, Yasunori Nishiki crafts excitement out of the sudden key change by making the change seem even wilder. He does this by removing the B flat and E flat from the home key of B flat major. This insane shift alongside the temporary time signature change to 5/4 creates momentum and tension that returns to 4/4 to emphasize the excitement with the rise in pitch and B natural mentioned previously. However, to keep the link from being too jarring, he adds in the E flat at the end, which fits in the key of G minor. The next one is a long one, the battle track Battle at Journey's End. Here Nishiki creates hype and a great sense of epic, using a very powerful and well-crafted melody. The rhythms are kept quite simple in the melody to add drama and emphasize the intervals used here. The melody starts using lots of sixths and fifths with little conjunct motion. Whenever there is conjunct motion, however, it is usually ascending to increase tension. The melody of the A section is structured in 4 phrases for antecedents and consequence. The first consequent ends in the flat 6th of G minor, which is quite a soft resolution that allows us to smoothly but dramatically move to the next phrase with a perfect 5th interval. The next consequent starts in the 7th, that slowly rises in conjunct motion with a surprising leap of a minor third from A to C. This is followed by an implied G minor chord that ends with an unexpected E flat. This mimics the E flat of the previous consequent but keeping it fresh. And here it is played alongside the score. This moment of surprise is what propels us into the B section, which is in D flat major with a 2-1 resolution from the E flat to D flat. Now I couldn't make a video about the tension building moment of Octopath without mentioning the track called Tension. The track starts quite low with some instances of the timpani to push the momentum of the piece. This also makes the sudden usage of brass not seem out of place, because of the interest build of the changing harmony in the chord progression and the timpani, as you can see here. The trombones and trumpets pierce our ears with a sudden high pitch, interesting rhythms and accents creating a lot of tension. This helps smoothly introduce the rhythm that the rest of the piece is based on, played by the timpani. Now to end it here, I must say that this video only touched upon some of the things that made Octopath music so amazing. I might make another video on this game analysing some of the town music or character themes. I'm yet to complete the game, so this may take some time, but as usual, thank you all for watching and see you in the next video.